Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 14 properties, and I was looking at the video. I have an obnoxiously large head, like we're talking Pez dispenser here. I apologize for that. I hope you hang around for the homes and not for the head. And let's do this. Let's get started. So 341 Wilson, number 78, 349.9. I would have put it at 350,000. The reason why, like we talk about probably every week on Daily Homes, is because you actually straddle two different price ranges. It just gives you more exposure, and $100 really doesn't matter in the context of this price. So anyway, here's the deal. There's never been an electric baseboard heated townhouse that is sold for more than $350 in Milton. And so this one, I think, has a chance of doing that. And the finishes are one reason. The end unit is another. There was one that sold at $350, but it sold in June. And I think that the market is still up a little bit. The increase from June to September is certainly not as much as, let's say, the increase from March until June. The market hasn't gone up significantly, but it has. It's kind of crept. And the home looks good, clean, tidy. You can see the baseboards there. Some people believe that baseboards are a great source of heat. Other people find, especially with hydro prices now, so there's a bit of a stigma with hydro that I would say probably wasn't there even back in June to the extent that it is now. I mean, everybody's really it's like a lynch mob out there about energy prices. So that would be the X factor on this one, is if someone looks at the electric baseboards and they had the wherewithal to ask the questions, what are the monthly bills? That could certainly change things. I have a feeling, just because the price point, that there's really not a lot of other options out there, and I think that this is going to do well strictly based on affordability and price point, and they are holding back on offers. Next up, 1379 Costco, number 611. I looked at this and thought 853 square feet for $380 seems high to me. The other thing about this building that a lot of people won't tell you is it doesn't have garbage chutes. The builder just didn't build them. I think this was the builder's first time building a condo building. Overall, I think it's a good building, but I think they learned a few things along the way, and this was their pilot project. But if you look at the price per square foot on something like this is well over $400 a square foot, and you could go to Mississauga, for example, and you could find a condo for this size. And you're probably paying, honestly, I would say, $300, $320, that's kind of the range that you're looking at. So there is a bit of a Milton premium for condo prices that you just don't find in areas like Mississauga. It's almost like we're pricing it's Etobicoke condo prices. Or Oakville, because there's just not that many buildings. And I think that there are some projects that are coming out that'll kind of loosen the inventory a little bit. So long-term condo prices may be affected by the influx of new opportunities people have. I don't know if I would have shown this from the first floor. I would be much more interested as a buyer to see what kind of things are happening from the sixth floor versus the first floor. So not sure why there's no balcony shots. They may be in the virtual tour. I didn't check. But there's the thing. It's the last condo that sold, I think, was in the 370s for the exact same model as this, 3 floors down. So you got to figure they're priced well. And they've done some nice things, that stone wall and so on. Now this one on McEastern Path, I actually have the same model. It's called a Castlegate Corner. 1790 square feet, double garage. I do like that they put the angle, this is the first shot, because a lot of times the agents hide the fact that it's a double garage. But it's really one of the cheapest ways you can get any kind of double garage in this market. I have one coming out that I believe is actually better finished than this. Hardwood floors, nice kitchen. I mean, to have 2 shots of the inside is embarrassing. There's not even a kitchen photo, no bathrooms, no virtual tour link, but I'm coming out with one that the first digit's going to be a 5. So get ready for that. If you like this style of home, reach out to me. I can give you all the details about it. It's in a great location. There's a park like literally like 50 feet away from the home. It's lovely. Now, that's really, for most of these homes, that's your backyard, is your deck above the garage. But what I love about the corner units is you've still got some yard there. So if the kids wanted to just run around a little bit, or if you want to throw a baseball or anything, is you've got a little bit of space here to do that. If you like to play horseshoes, perfect. It's the perfect place to play bocce ball or horseshoes. I like bocce ball, actually. But anyway, the point is it gives you a little bit of yard space where most of them don't have really anything. So if this is fair priced, which I think it's a little bit high, but that makes the one that we're bringing out in the 5s just amazing. So let me know if you're interested. 602 Morelands. I've got clients that have been looking for about a year for something in Timberley, Bronte Meadows. And obviously the prices have changed quite a bit, and so there's a bit of an adjustment there where nothing was coming out in their budget, but meanwhile their home probably was worth $50,000 to $100,000 more. So we recalibrated a few months ago, and so we've seen a few places, but they always seem to have a little something that's kind of not ideal. This one is actually where it is, but where it is gives it its biggest strength, which is the big pie-shaped lot too. I'll show you that in just a second. So there are some original features. Now keep that in mind. So living, dining here. Just back here is where the kitchen is, and so this is a pretty small kitchen. I don't see a lot of people. Target audience for this home is somebody who lives in like a townhouse or a very small detached home, single car garage. They want the double garage. They want the big lots. They're going to look at this kitchen and go, that's not happening. So you can blow this out. I've seen it happen. It looks fantastic, and make this kitchen much larger. Maybe lose like half of your dining room. Maybe have a big dining table. There's lots of options, but the point is the space is there. And it's kind of neat how it overlooks the family room, and there's a few steps down. Anyway, the overall, I would say that if this one was fully updated, it would be easy to get, mid 800s, that kind of thing. It's not, so obviously the price is lower. They're holding back on offers. And so the biggest and best feature of this one is obviously the land. It's a fantastic lot. I mean, that's a decent sized pool, and it doesn't even make a dent in this backyard. Now, I don't know why they put this one here too. I guess that's just kind of a weather fence, but I would have rather just said, hey, you know what? That's the money shot right there. Maybe got a couple closer angles without the fence. But here's the thing. So if you look at where it is, so 602 Morelands goes around here just off of Laurier. It does back on to Derry, so you do get a bit of road noise, and that's why my clients wouldn't go for this one. And, even if it was kind of up in this range here, 620 or 611 even would be fine. 527 would be amazing. So if you guys happen to own any of those properties, then just reach out to me. I've got a very good buyer for you. So that's the only thing, the road noise, but you also get the pie-shaped lot for where it is. That is the story on this one here. So 953 Stearn is 959.9. Interesting price. The owners, without getting into details, have owned a previous property that I purchased, and so when I saw the names, I went, oh, that's kind of cool. And so you kind of have a little bit of, there's when you see friends or family members or anybody like that, like a name that you kind of pay obviously more attention to it. That's kind of a cool shot here. I like the way this, obviously you can see which way the sun sets, although it could be a sunrise. I shouldn't make assumptions there. The Montgomery model is one of my favorite floor plans. I really like the way it's set up. There's a main floor den. Then you've got a living dining here. These walls, again, I've seen them blown out before. And the kitchen looks good. You've got very high quality appliances. The fridge and stove look amazing. And yeah, this one is, I'll tell you, there was one on Crozier that sold facing the park, and it was nowhere near this good. And I think they sold for like $930 or something like that, $940. one on Somerville, and Crozier, by the way, didn't have a finished basement. Somerville was like 920 something, and about 150 square feet smaller. And this is great. This is a really nice home, priced right on the money. And you're not finding 56-foot lots anymore. That's the thing, is that they just don't exist. The school district, Hawthorne Village, is very well regarded. Guardian Angels, one of the best Catholic schools in all of town too. So good location for schools, and I think the home and the property and everything else, for this kind of money, I would be going here over probably everything else I see in this kind of 900 to $1 million range. So there we go. That's the list. Hope you enjoyed it. And we're always here to answer any questions you have. Our thinking around Daily Homes is that we are here to tell you the things that are going through our mind as we're going through these properties, and to just kind of give you the truth. And I think that the property information's out there, but what's missing oftentimes is the interpretation. So have a great day. We'll see you back here again tomorrow with another episode.